Hey, welcome to the channel. I'm Deacon James, a boudoir photographer and photography educator in Las Vegas, Nevada. I know it's been a really long time since I've posted one of these videos. A lot has been going on over the last couple of years, and truthfully, I'd meant to get back to this all of last year. I thought January 1st of 22, I'm gonna have a badass video to do, and I'm going to do them every week. And I completely failed at that. And then just things started happening. We got really busy, and a lot of stuff was going on, a lot of shoots, a lot of things. And so I really didn't prioritize this, if I'm being completely clear about that. And I don't know why. I just didn't. It was just all these other things going on. This year, I thought, okay, this year will be different. And January of 23, I got to go to Nashville, Tennessee to present at Imaging USA. I was on the stage there for Zeno, the company where I get albums and things and work and stuff for clients. And that was an amazing experience. And I forgot how much I absolutely loved doing that. Then Veronica and I went to Costa Rica for 2 weeks. And that was an absolutely amazing trip. We got to shoot down there. So, we've got some pictures, and I'll definitely post those to the website. And, so we did, and I actually shot some videos down there of this because I intended to edit them and put them out. And I probably will, I will do that. And I'm seeing a lot of photographers, YouTube photographers and well-respected photographers with big followings and things like that, who are, and I've read articles on various websites, who are feeding this idea that AI is somehow going to replace photographers. And to me, it kind of sounds like people who were saying that digital cameras and digital photography was going to replace photography and replace the thing. And the crazy part about that is none of that happened. In fact, digital photography created more photographers, for better or for worse, and that's a conversation for another time. And I've actually seen photographers saying that they were shutting down their business because they were, they knew they would be replaced by AI. To that, I say, stop. Do I think that there's a scenario in which AI is going to replace a boudoir photographer or a wedding photographer or a portrait photographer? No, I don't. AI cannot do for my client what I do. It just can't. It's impossible. Now, let's dismiss with the nonsense that people are, of course, going to come up with. The nonsense about, people will AI their own boudoir shoots and their own thing. Yes, absolutely. People will do that. And I dare to rephrase that as broke people will do that. It's just... But still, even though they could accomplish that and they could absolutely do that, the client who puts those thousands of dollars on the table for me is going to get something that other person who AI'd themselves will not get. And that's the experience. You see, there's something that happens to a woman, and in particular, since I'm a boudoir photographer, I'll speak to that. There's something that happens to a woman when she walks through my door and she sees the lighting set up and the whole light package is out and all these things are going on, and she has a hair and makeup person and she sees the assistants and all this stuff is happening. There's something that's very different about that. And what that is that experience. See, there are a lot of women that go to boudoir photographers. I've had clients that have gone to boudoir photographers that they just, they rent a hotel room or Airbnb, and nothing wrong with those things, but they go in and the photographer opens up the blinds and they start taking pictures because they're dark and moody. And it's really just kind of underexposed is really what it is. But they do that. And I've actually had them tell me it was more like just they spent all this money on what they were doing just to get photos that they could have done with one of their girlfriends for free. And then they come to me and they come into my space and they go, wow, this is real. So that's something that AI can never, ever do. There's a difference. You can put on some VR goggles and lay back on your couch and you spend several hours in Fiji, and you can do all the things, right? You can go scuba diving, you can go do all these things with VR. And look, it looks real. It feels real in your brain. Your brain creates this idea that it feels real. There's a difference between the VR goggles and the person who actually is spending time on the beaches of Fiji, right? They're not the same thing. In concept, they could be, but they're not the same thing. So the same is with AI and the ability for it to actually replace me, because AI can't do what I do. So if you're a boudoir photographer, you're a wedding photographer, you're a portrait photographer, really stop worrying about AI. I don't see really any way possible for it to affect our business in any significant way. And look, even if people are, in fact, doing AI for their boudoir sessions and their wedding sessions and their portraits, that's great. And it makes what I do a lot more valuable. Only the people who really truly can afford what I do will be inquiring. We're not going to spend time talking to people who will go, oh yeah, I can't afford you, your price is way too high. We won't be dealing with that anymore. The people who come directly to us will be people who can afford us. I'm curious to know what your thoughts are on this AI thing and whether you think it's going to have an impact or not. Please definitely leave comments below. Let me know. Or you can go over to my Facebook group, which I will link below, and get in the conversation there. My Facebook group is also designed to help photographers build large-scale, six-figure plus businesses. So we talk a lot about business stuff in there, and all the things, and then lighting and all the kinds of important things that will make you stand out from other photographers in your genre. So that's what we discuss there. If you like my t-shirt, don't be snooty. You can get your very own from Devil Designs. They make a lot of designs and graphics for photographers. They make a whole bunch of other fun stuff too. But of course, I am a very big fan of their photography wear. So definitely feel free to check them out. I'll link them below in the description. I believe it's devilswear.us. Or Devil's Apparel. I don't remember which one it is exactly, so that's why I'm going to link it below for you. And then you can go check them out and get yourself some really cool t-shirts. They even made this mug for me. So they make like a bunch of stuff. They have a lot of custom things that you can get. If you need branded apparel for your business, they can make that happen. Stickers, all kinds of stuff. So go check them out. Thank you so much for coming by and checking out my channel. I'll see you in the next video.